Good evening, student. Let's start today's lecture, algebraic expression, lesson number 8. Okay, this is new topic. We don't learn yet. So, what is algebra? First, before algebraic expression, first we need to understand what is algebra. It is a generalized arithmetic in which numbers are represented by letters. Focus on this. Represented by letters, known as the literals or literal numbers, we can say. Here, one thing first we need to generally we have discussed the symbols like numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. They have fixed values. Okay, but if you have something to guess, like I have some apples. What is sum in mathematically? What is sum? How we describe the sum? Some apples. So quantity of apple is not defined. Where such types of things is there, then we need to use algebraic expression. Like another things, I have to go so many kilometers in the particular time. So we don't know the exact value. Where we use the algebra or algebraic expression or these symbols which represent the value, but not the exact value. They are the representation of the particular values that is unknown to us. Like that, if I am saying I have some apples, so in mathematics we can use x. Any symbol you can use in algebra other than the numbers. Means two types of symbols are there. One is fixed value symbols, that are your numbers, or you can say numbers, and the another are the symbols we are using for algebra. Okay, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so all the numbers are having fixed value. Means 1 always 1. It cannot be 2. But in such cases, we cannot define that x sometimes 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, 4, and so on. X, A, B, C, any symbol that is not number you can take as a symbol in algebra to represent the unknown values. Okay, here the concept of gender. These are called literals. All the mathematical operations, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication applied there also. Like I am showing you one example. I am giving one example. I have 5 apples more than you. Means you have some apples, but in your quantity I have 5 more. So how we represent in mathematics? It will be represented by algebra. So you have 5 more, I have 5 more. I don't know the number of apples, you know. So I represent it x. You have x apples, that is you have, and the total x plus 5. But I know that I have 5 extra than you. So for adding something, we use this symbol, addition symbol. So 5 extra. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose your friend has 7 toffees and you have 2 less than that. So that means 5 toffees. This is a particular example for the fixed values. Your friend has 7 toffees. 7 is a fixed value, and you have 2 less than. So you have 7 minus 2 means 5 toffees. But if I ask, or if I say that your friend has some toffees, okay, and you have 5 less than that, your friend has some toffees. So, and you have 5 less, but you know that 5 less, but how much toffees your friend has, you don't know. So you will represent it by any symbol. I can take A, B, C, or any symbol. So if we get the value of this symbol, then we will find the how many toffees I have or you have. Okay, if we get the value of this symbol, that will be solved afterwards. Okay, so in this manner we are going to express the values. Means we are going to express the unknown values in mathematics. We will deal with the algebra. Okay, all the mathematical symbols like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication are applied here, like I am applying here. Okay, suppose one more type. If my age is 5 times of yours. My age is 5 times of yours. Let me remove this. My age is 5 times more. So for calculating my age, I have to know your age. If I will get your age somehow, then I will calculate my age. But I don't know the age, so I will expect that your age is X. Then I will represent it in algebra that my age is 5 times more. 5 times more means multiplication. If the times will represent by multiplication, 5 into X. There are difference between these two X, this one and this one. This is cross symbol and this is small x. Always use small letter X in the algebra, like that, this manner algebra. Do not use this. This is the representation of multiplication or product. So now what is the value we get? My age is 5x. If no symbol is there, there is product. We have discussed in simplification. If no symbol is there, we will represent as, or we will assume as multiplication. So in algebra, 5x means 5 multiplied by x. In this manner, we will apply the values. Now come to the addition and subtraction. Okay. These literals are also called variables. Variables means whose values are ever changing. We will discuss afterward. First we take the simple examples for this. Suppose let's take one example. X is increased by 5. First we need to understand what is increment. Increment means always adding something. Increment means adding something. So how we represent in algebra? X, that is unknown value, that is increased by 5, means we need to add something in X. What is we are adding? 5. Okay, this is the manner we will represent the algebraic expressions. This is the algebraic expression. We will discuss afterward, but we are solving simple problem for algebra, means we are taking simple example. Let's take another example from the book. Like here is given, x taken away, x taken away from 4, means we are going to take away x from 4, means 4 is the bigger value. After that we are taking away the 4. So we need to write the 4 first, then take away means subtracting the thing. We are going to less, or we are going to decrease the something. So x is taken away from 4. From 4 to x, 4 minus x. Here x is taken away means from 4 we are subtracting the x, means we are decreasing the x, we are aparting the x. In this manner we are going to represent the values in next exercise. Let me take one more example. The product of x and y added to their sum. So here is two things are there, two separate things are there. First thing is product of xy. Product of xy. After that we need to add something. So first we need to multiply x and y. Product of xy means x multiplied by y or y multiplied by x. Both give the product. Either you multiply 5 into 3 or 3 into 5. Both the value given, because it follows commutative law. Commutative law we have discussed. 5 into 3 means 15, 3 into 5 means, that's why I am saying x into y or y into x. Both are the same thing, means x multiplied by y. Then we need to add something, added to their sum. There means sum of these two. Sum of these two means we need to add. So put it into bracket. what we need to add? Sum of these two values. Sum of these two values means x plus y. X plus y. Sum of these two values. Their sum means we are talking about these with this value. We are talking about this value. Now, so finally x and y, because multiplication we will vanish. X and y simply we can write for representing the product. Then x plus y in brackets. This is how we are going to do the questions. So this is the question solving pattern. Okay. Next thing we are going to discuss the power. We are going to discuss the power. Powers of literal. Powers of literals. Powers. What are the powers? Powers are the basically same number is multiplied to that particular number in the number of times. Like I am writing, let's take the example 5 multiplied to 5. So how we represent in powers? Like how, what is the value? First we need to write the value, then number of times that particular value is multiplied. How many times 5 is multiplied? 2 times. So we need to write here upside to 5. Upside to 5. So it will 5 raised to the power 2. 5 raised to the power 2 means that particular number of times a particular number is repeated in the product form, that is its power. Same value should be there. If different values are there, we not consider the different values. We do not consider the 3, 4 and like these values are not considered. Same type of values, if the same type of values is repeated number of times, so we can write it in the power notation like the value itself. After that number of times the particular value is repeated. So 5 raised to the power 2. Okay. Now next thing in algebra. How we will write in algebra? Like x is multiplied 2 times. X into x. Okay. So what value is repeating? X. How many times? 2 times. How we will read this? X raised to the power 2. Okay. Clear. If one more power is there, then x raised to the power 3 is there. Okay, the number of times means you need to write the value once. After that count the number of times 1, 2 and 3. 3 times this particular value is repeated. So x raised to the power 3. Number of times the particular value is repeated, that is called its power or power of literals. Okay. So let's take the example. Suppose example is there, x multiplied by itself means x is multiplied by itself means we are going to multiply x by x. The same example we have taken earlier. So x multiplied by x. So how we will represent? X squared, because 2 times x is repeated. So we can call it x raised to the power 2. In this manner we are going to solve. Let's take one more example. Okay, one more thing. If the power is 2, then it is called the square of the value. Means we can say x square. If the power is 3, then x cube. X cube. We will read it as x cube x square. Okay, or simple x is simple x. After that, if the power increases to 4, 5, 6, then we will call x raised to the power 4, x raised to the power 5, x raised to the power so on. Okay, like that we are going to. But x square is in short form x square. X raised to the power means x square. X raised to the power 3 means x cube. Okay. Let's take one more example. X cubed is less than y cubed. So the two things are there. X cubed is less than y cubed. Means first we need to find x cubed. So x cubed is this. Then we need to find y cubed. Y cubed is this. Then we need to arrange these two things. Is a less than x cubed is less than y cubed. Okay, there are two types. We will write this in the first type. In first type, which one is greater? Y cube is greater, because x cube is less. X cube is less by y cube, so we will write y cube is greater than x cube, or you can write x cube less than y cube. Both are the same things. We are just changing the places. Y cube is greater than x cube, or x cube is less than y cube. So don't be confused. Write one thing, but we can write both the things. X cube is less than y cube. This is the simplest way. One more thing. Y cube is greater. Okay, y cube is greater. So we can write like this, or y cube minus x cube. This is also correct. In the subtraction form, we can also represent the values. Okay, both the things are correct. Don't be confused. Y cubed is greater than x cube, so we can represent in subtraction manner also. We can write this also. If you want to write y cubed is greater than x cube, this is the another way of this, so don't be confused with this. Only write this, x cubed is less than y cubed. This is the simplest way, but you can write all this is also. Y cubed is greater, so we need to subtract the x cubed from the y cubed. This is the another thing. Okay, so this is it for this particular lecture. With these things, we can solve exercise 8a. Okay, if you have any difficulty, we will discuss later. Thank you for this lecture.